Hey everyone, this is Zero Prime and welcome to another edition of Zero Review, a series in which I look back on the games I played on my channel and I give you my thoughts and opinions on said gameplay. And on today's episode I'll be talking about another Assassin's Creed title game in which I thought that Origins was big and long, but this one really took the cake of it, and I'm kind of scared after playing this of what Valhalla is going to be like whenever I get a chance to get it and everything. And that is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, in the timeline of things, that this takes place before the events of Assassin's Creed Origins, as in... It's kind of hard to explain because in Origins it explains how the Assassin Order was found in Egypt. But Origins, it takes place further in the ancient Greece period. As you play, well, you can either play as a female or a male character. That's the grandson of the grandchild, more correctly, grandchild of Leonidas from the kingdom of Sparta. And basically it plays just like in Assassin's Creed. You're basically trying to unmask and stop the hidden order, basically. And this one is kind of like in a sense that it kind of explains like how the order where the order began, basically, or even began even before that. But it kind of shows like how things have changed over time with the order. That basically it's known as one name, but then it becomes something else. Just like it went from the Templars to, what was the name? Abstergo? That company basically in the Assassin's Creed franchise. And also what's interesting about this one is that basically it does tie into the Assassin's Creed Origin if you play the DLC Hidden Blades, in which not only do you meet up with a well-known assassin that killed the Persian king, but also find out that basically that what was her name? I'm having a brain fart today. That basically the female protagonist of the Assassin's Creed Origins, the wife of the main character, is a descendant of not only the assassin, but also the descendant of the main character in this game. So I thought that was very interesting because I was thinking, like, I understand that, you know, it's Assassin's Creed and everything, and this is supposedly, you know, the first one. But it's like, how does this tie into the origins, you know, origins and everything? Because in every other game that Assassin's Creed game you play, there's always like something that ties into the other games, like a mentioning of certain characters, certain items. Of course, also in this one, it does feature some of the Eden items that we find in other series, like the cloth, for example, if you played the Fate of Atlantis DLC. And it does expand more on the lore and history of the first civilization and what really went on, you know, during the ancient times, especially before the calamity hit the earth with the solar flare. So, but I am not kidding when I say Assassin's Creed Odyssey is really an odyssey of itself, because it is just big. It is you're basically exploring all of ancient Greece. And with the DLCs included into it and whatnot, it just makes it feel a bit more areas to explore than Origins. And I just felt like, oh. Because sometimes when I do those kind of recordings, I always do like an hour or two recording, trying to get the most out of it without having like so many small parts, so that way it's not like there's multiple parts of it. But even with like 1 to 2 hours or even 2 hours and 30 minutes of gameplay, it still made it feel like, am I at the end point yet? Have I done everything I could? But yeah. Still a fun game though, but whew, It is definitely long, and I'm not even joking about that. But in any case, it's still a fun Assassin's Creed game, and like I said, it does deal with an ancient period I guess you could say I'm a fan of. Well, mostly because I enjoy Greek mythologies and some mythologies of different cultures, so that was always a plus for me and everything. But other than that, though, I mean, besides like, especially the one thing I would say that may be an issue, that of course, one issue some people could say is like, oh, it's the same thing like all the other Assassin's Creed game and all that. Yeah, I could see that, but it's still, you know, it's Assassin's Creed game. If it was not something, if it didn't do what it did before, then would it really be an Assassin's Creed game? If it didn't have, like, you know, even if it can change some things, as long as it still has the same core mechanics and everything, that's what makes it an Assassin's Creed game. If it didn't have the core mechanics and was something completely different, would it still be seen as an Assassin's Creed game? But other than that, you know, this game is pretty good. It's definitely one of the good long ones to play, especially if you have nothing else to do. And trust me, I played this during the lockdown of 2020, so that tells you that, yeah, it's definitely a good time killer right there on that part. So if you have a chance to pick up a copy for yourself, give it a shot and have fun with it. And anyway, that's all the time I have for this episode, guys. So as usual, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a comment below, subscribe for more for your update. Share us on your Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and all other social medias. And don't forget to hit the like button to help out the channel, and to turn on the notification bell to stay up to date on my channel. And if you guys want to help me out in some shape or form, I do have a Patreon account down below. And as usual, guys, thank you for watching, and have a pleasant day. Bye-bye.